the Packers, they don't have a number one wide receiver. They have great route runners who depends on the route, the defense, and the circumstance and situation. This is who I'm going to. When it's something where it's a little fuzzy math by the defense and it's 3rd and 5, they're going to run some kind of shift in motion. That's going to be read. Then with Wicks, deep threat. Doubs, shut him down. He's a samurai ninja. He's going to slice it. You throw him an apple, bang. He's going to slice that thing in 16 pieces. And then they have Kraft, they're tight ends, right? Then they got the run game. They're just doing things where they're saying, you cannot key on one guy. If you think we're going to do this, we have this guy, that guy. Watson is not the number one guy.
Oh, no.
Wicks is not the number one guy. They have a number of guys, depending on the situation, that they can count on, that you can't predict what they're going to do. You just have to hold on for dear life and say your prayers. P's and T's, baby. Thoughts and prayers.
It's the balance, but to me, it's funny. I was kind of asking around. This isn't the start that we thought after the way the second half of the season finished for Jordan Love in this group, right? He already has 11 picks. He had 11 picks all of last year. So what I have gathered with this and where they've kind of tried to take it to another level, and I think this is why Matt LaFleur is a really, really good football coach, is you don't just rest on what you saw at the end of last year, Steve, right? You try to expand the offense. You try to put more on your quarterback. So my understanding is this. Some of these issues, and talking to some people around the league yesterday, was I don't think they're clicking just yet. It hasn't started to hit its stride yet. That is the assumption by people around the league. Like, this is going to start clicking. The reason it hasn't is Matt LaFleur's been like, Jordan, we want to put more on your plate. We want you to run more protections.
And Jordan wants to get
calls. And Jordan wants that. Exactly.
Yes.
And he wants all that. He wants to make all, they want him to eventually be making all of the calls in the 2-minute. They want him to run the offense essentially from the field almost. So
that sounds very familiar, doesn't it?
Who's done that in Green Bay?
I don't know.
And so why do they want all this to happen? Obviously, they want the offense to go to another level because, as you mentioned, the way it's built, you have the ability for your quarterback to go out there and play in that style. But what's going to happen while you're trying to do that? There's going to be some speed bumps. There's going to be some rough spots. There's going to be some issues that you're trying to work through. But most of the league...
That's good issues, though.
Exactly, because you're going to grow through these mistakes, too. With this group, Steve, they still go downfield, man. Like,
a lot.
They go downfield.
You see that catch with Watson?
Exactly. Well, listen, Steve, Jordan Love goes 6 for 6 on throws over 15 yards through the air. Like, they go deep more than anybody else in football.
I would love to play in this offense. Sorry.
What's that?
I'm sorry. I said I would love to play in this offense. I'm sorry.
You would love to play in this offense?
Oh my goodness.
What do you love about it? Like, as a receiver,
I love the isolation that Coach LaFleur and them gives the wide receivers, but I also love the condensed formation with the cluster and the buster and the different shifts and motions, the ability to be in motion, go kind of get that natural rub or pick situation. When I was at training camp watching the Green Bay Packers, the one thing that I hit read with is Coach LaFleur does such a good job of play design. When he's running a route, he doesn't actually even look at his defender because he knows the play design is going to get him open. Now, I talked to him about that because sometimes you could cause bad habits where you don't see sometimes this defense where they may be looking like they're going to blitz and then they flare out because you're not paying attention. You're not looking at that indicator at the corner, corner will be looking at the other linebacker who's bailing out or the DN, because when you look at a corner, you do multiple things. If you look a corner in the eye while you're running a route, first of all, the corner's going to freak out. He's going to be like, why is he looking at me like this? What is going on? What is going on? Like, think about it. I'm going to do it right now. If we're running and I'm doing this, bro, you're like, what the hell is going on? So you do that because the corner naturally is looking at your lower half. He's looking at your lower half to see where's your hips. But if he's looking at me, now I've distracted him. So I've taken out a part of his job. Boom. So now I'm winning. Now all of a sudden I'm running looking at him. And then I do. If he looks that way and I go that way, I'm already if I got to do 3 revolutions or 3 revolutions, which is 6 yards, if I do 3 revolutions and that's what the play calls for, and I see him looking inside, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to break it off on 1.5 revolution, 2 steps. Because now that's telling me I can break this off because now I'm going to beat what's happening. And if I beat what's happening, then that means now he's behind, this guy's behind. It's 11 on 11. If 2 people are cattywampus because I've broken it off, then all of a sudden, now we're playing 11 on 9. God forbid somebody slips. Actually, Lord, please help him slip. Then he slips. That's 11 on 8. Bro, give me the ball in an open field. Somebody going to be taking a play off. I'm Gucci, dog.
You can even fall down and get back up.
Doesn't that sound familiar?
and run for 60-plus yards.
That's why I want to play in this offense. That's what I'm saying. I want to play in this offense. This offense, if you're a wide receiver, this offense is heaven because you get to play multiple positions. You get to run a lot of different routes. You get to show what you do well and the things that you don't. Coach don't put you in. So that's even better.
Well, Steve, you know what's needed to make it work, though? You need a quarterback that can put it pretty much anywhere on the field. And Jordan Love's got ridiculous arm talent.
That's not true. When you got an offense like this and you're a wide receiver that can run routes, Jordan Love that could put the ball anywhere, that is like being on Spirit Airlines and all of a sudden you get upgraded to American or Delta. First class, going overseas. Like, that quarterback.
Oh, you got a pod and everything.
I mean, you got everything. You're like, oh, this is how they live? They say, sir, would you like a champagne, orange juice, and water? Use all 3.
And guess what? They give you a table big enough to fit all 3, so you're good.
Yeah, man, that's sheesh.
I was talking to an OC this week, Steve, that's more or less said with Love's arm talent, it's you love him at times and you hate him at times because he's going to try things. And they have the receivers that he can try to get the football to. They said there's little Josh Allen to him, like old school maybe Josh Allen, the younger Josh Allen. Go try to make some plays. And this is all a work in progress, as we're seeing. But they got the players to do it. And as it continues to grow, the perception, to reiterate, around the league is it's not clicking yet. And once it fully clicks, that's something that everybody's going to be keeping
Well,
an
listen,
eye on
if it gets all clicking, just like my Ghost Golf hat.
Shameless plug, go ahead.
That means the DC will be out of the office and on the golf course because he knows he's in trouble.
Might as well take the day.
Take the week.